Welcome back to the Wig Lab. Today we are going to explore something special, how I created this curly wig starting from pamoja braids and transforming them into beautiful curlies. But this video isn't about hair, it's about the process, the inspiration behind the color, the power of choosing what feels solid, safe and reliable. I want to take you on this journey of hope, creation and resilience. Just like these cows, we can all transform ourselves. The beauty in the work and in every step of the process is what makes it meaningful. This wig symbolizes so much more than just hair. It represents strength, growth and the rebuilding of hope. Whether you are a wig maker or someone going through life's struggle, this video is for you. Let's dive into how this came to life. I started by choosing pamoja braids. Why pamoja? Because this brand represents quality, versatility, and affordability. All things that matter when you're working with limited resources. These braids are rich, durable, and easy to work with. It's the kind of material that lets you dream big, even if you're just starting out. Now the color. I chose black not because it's beautiful, but because it symbolizes strength and stability. Black is the color of roots, of foundation. It represents grounding, safety, and reliability. And in life, sometimes when everything feels uncertain, we need to rely on that grounding force. By choosing black, I knew the wig would give whoever wore it a sense of solid strength, like the weight of the earth beneath our feet. Once I had the braids ready, the first thing I did was cutting them into two pieces. Cutting is about breaking things down, whether it's hair or life, before you build something beautiful from it. It's the first step in transforming something raw into something polished. After cutting, I made sure everything was even. Evenness is important because in this process, we don't just focus on the end result. We care about the journey. Each step, no matter how small, must be done with attention to detail. After the cutting, I moved on the process of twisting the braids on this plastic, I don't know how to call it, on these plastic rods, spiral rods. As you can see on the screen, as you can see on the screen, then I soaked in the hot water. That hot water was containing setting lotion, curling lotion, neutralizer, spray so that the waves can be held well. Okay, so after crocheting, then I soaked the braids. After soaking the braids, we got braid cows. Oh my god, I've never seen these cows in my life. Real cows you can slay on a low budget. Okay, after that I moved on to the crochet process. Crocheting takes time, focus and precision. I used a wig cap to attach the braids and ventilate. This time I didn't ventilate. Oh yeah, so guys, I used the Move It setting lotion You can use any setting lotion you got. Here, as first made. Yep. This is a curling lotion. It's good on curling the waves. Yep. So this is braids. If you guys know braids, it holds the waves well. Yeah, good things take time. Yeah, they don't rush good things. They're not rushed. They take time. So guys, after that, I move to the process. Crocheting takes time, focus, and precision. I use the wig cap to attach the braids and ventilating. Oh, this time I didn't ventilate. As I crocheted it, I thought about the analogy of life. Sometimes you have to weave together your own foundation piece by piece, thread by thread. It's not always easy. There are movements where it feels like you're adding small, repetitive tasks. But at the end of the day, you see the pattern and it's beautiful. Every knot I tied was a reminder that things don't happen at once, but through consistent effort. Alright. The most exciting part was the curling process. Oh my god. These curls were made using spiral rods, a combination of patience, heat, and love. Each section of hair was carefully wrapped around the rod, which will eventually give it that bouncy, curly texture. As I wrapped each braid around the curl rod, I couldn't help but think about how this step mirrors the ups and downs of life. It's like carrying hair. There is pressure, there is heat, but the result is worth it. As I wrapped each braid around the curl rod, I couldn't help but think about how this step mirrors the ups and downs. Curls represents freedom. They represent movement, growth, and vibrancy. These curls are not just random. They represent the energy of life, full of twists, turns, and endless possibilities. Once the curls were set, I soaked the wig in a special treatment, a mixture of leave-in conditioner, setting lotion, curling lotion, braids here. So once they were set, it gives the curls a soft texture, and most importantly, it restores life to the fibers. This step is all about restoration. After all the hard work, the wigs like us need to be nurtured, cared for, and healed, as a gentle reminder that in life, after every struggle, we must take the time to nourish ourselves. It's about treating your work, your dreams, and your heart with respect. Here. Once it dried, After soaking the wig carefully, I laid it out to dry. Drying takes time, but it's also necessary. It's about patience and letting things take their natural course. You can't rush it, just like you can't rush your growth. Once dried, I unraveled them. Yeah, the process of turning something rough into something polished is about shaping your dreams and perfecting your craft. As we reach the final result, I want to leave with this. This wig isn't just hair. This wig represents the power of resilience, the strength of starting from nothing, and the beauty of transforming something simple into something extraordinary. We all have the potential to create, to rebuild, to rise from the ashes, just like the cows we created here. Our lives can be full of beauty, movement, and vibrancy. The color black may be the base, but it's the chaos, the twists, and the turns in life that make it beautiful. I want to encourage everyone watching this, don't give up. No matter how messy or tangled things may seem, you can always transform. You can always create something new. You can always find peace. You can always find beauty in the process. Thank you for watching. If you're still with me, you are part of the Wig Lab family, and we are building something beautiful together. Keep creating, keep dreaming, and always remember, beauty comes from breaking down and building up. See you in the next one. Love you.